Well, guys, Fergie here. I was halfway through my first recording, and I embarrassingly dropped my drink and caused my recording to stop. So I'm going to have to start again. So you'll probably see in a minute when I go through squad battles. Go through squad battles. Sorry about that. Go through squad battles that obviously I DC'd because obviously I tried to sort it all out and it just wasn't happening. And I think because I run my internet through an Ethernet cable for obviously better quality of internet, and obviously especially when you're recording and streaming, it all went tits up. So yeah, so I've obviously done my Div Rivals games, like I said before. I've got to try and remember everything I said now in the previous one. Played 30 games, and I'm currently ranked 2, which I'm very happy with. That gives me 2 mega packs at the moment, 2 premium gold players packs, and 2 gold packs, and 40 champs points. I'm quite happy with that. You know, Div Rivals for me this week wasn't that stressful. I had a few DCs where my internet kind of cut off. Virgin Media for you, the shit. Don't get Virgin Media. Virgin Media where I am is absolute crap. And obviously I had a few rages myself because I come up against players that are obviously, considerably better than I am, and I'm no good at the game. I'm quite transparent about that. So obviously I'm working my way towards FUT Champs, and I'm looking forward to that experience on PC. And as soon as I, sort of get that 2,000 points, and hopefully the next couple of weeks, I will be looking forward to streaming that live, all weekend, and doing the whatever the amount of games that, they require. I think it's 30. So that only leaves me with, squad battles. Number 1 squad battles will, grind for the crappy ass packs that EA, sort of deem sufficient enough to give for, wasting 40 games of your time. This is my current team I'm setting up at the moment. Neymar, obviously, first owner untradeable. 199 games, 183 goals, 139 assists. Timo Werner, 67 games, 91 goals, 65 assists. Guy's a beast. I can't drop him with reviews like that. Gareth Bale, I've just picked up 11,000 coins. 2 games, 2 games, 0 goals, 0 assists at the moment for Gareth Bale. The guy's gone very quiet. He's very quiet in games, so I'm possibly thinking about dropping him again. I had him before, and he was immense, but I think I had him in a cam position. So I think I had Gareth Bale in something like that. And I dropped him. I only just had Tavernier in the. I did. That was from Total Football SBC. It was from Total Football SBC. I packed him in the Prime Gold Players pack. For me, I enjoy him. He's great. 3 games, obviously. He's not scored anything, but I think with stats like that, he can almost be a right mid. I'd very happy have him there, but then that means me getting an English sort of centre mid, and so it just obviously Carl Walker and whatnot. But and then I've also thought about having Neymar there, taking him off and having a towel. I've done all this sort of. I'm going to keep it the way it is at the moment. I think. What I've just done. There's a lot of Valverde I would love to have had. Why is the only 3 cam? I had him on 7 cam once. I don't know how I did that, but hey, there you go. That's what it is. So that's the team I'm rocking at the moment. You know, it's not the best, it's not the worst. So yeah, I'm doing the old squad battle grind at the moment. As you can see, points earned on 3-0 loss against that team there. It all DC'd, it all went wrong. And I think that video for me was quite good. It was going places and I was enjoying that video. But we'll start again. Yeah, so I'm just trying to remember what I'd said and what I wanted to sort of get off my back in the previous vid. Yeah, so I'm playing on PC this year. And obviously, this is my. I'm a new, I'm a new streamer, if you want to call it. I'm new to YouTube videos. I've got a new channel. I've only been doing this for about a week. I didn't want to dive too much into it because I've heard guys that have put thousands of pounds of money into it. They've had no views and they've given up and they've lost a crap load of money. So, you're saying first, okay, well, what's your setup? At the moment, currently, my setup is a very cheap, at the moment, wired Xbox controller, an Asus gaming laptop. It's a FX 505 GD tough gaming laptop. And that's it. And that's my setup at the moment. I mean, the next couple of weeks, if things go well and I'm enjoying it, I'll be getting a better microphone, webcam, and all that kind of, la-di-da stuff. But I didn't want to sort of, and obviously an extra monitor for my streams and things. Come on, there we go. Yeah, so like I said, I'm enjoying it at the moment. I think that's where I'm at. I didn't want to sort of go too bad into it and lose a lot of money or just spend crazy amounts of money for nothing. Yeah, I think since my last videos I've sold Diego Carlos, quality player, and I've got in the place of him I've got Eder Militao. Like I said, very good player, but for me, I kept on giving away too many penalties, way too many penalties, and it was always him, always Diego Carlos. Joe Gomez does give away penalties, don't get me wrong, but it's not very often. He's like, class for an 83 rated centre back. He's, I've had him for nearly 200 games now. So, I spent 2,000 coins on Eder Militao. So I think, that's where I'm at with the team at the moment. One of the other things that I was going into in the previous video was everyone's thoughts on FIFA points. I'm very passionate about this. I have spent FIFA points this year. I certainly spent a stupid amount of FIFA points last year. Last year and the previous years, I've played FIFA on Xboxes and PlayStation. And I remember last year I'd spent, stupid amounts, absolute stupid amounts. And I've never got anything back. And all my players that I'm using now, apart from Eder Militao and Gareth Bale, I've got through grinding the game. And I mean that, grinding the game. Alisson untradeable, Neymar untradeable. Obviously the SBC cards that are clearly untradeable. Joe Gomez untradeable. I feel that I just wish that FIFA points were banned in the UK, and it gives everyone a fair chance to get the cards that we all sort of deserve, especially when it comes to esports and ripping us off every year with crap gameplay and this, that, and the other. It gives everyone a fair chance at getting these cards that we all want. The Neymars, the Ronaldos, the Messis. And I know that some of you are going to be commenting saying, Ferg, what are you on about? I've packed 7 Cristiano Ronaldos and 15 Messis this year. Oh, good for you. But for the other probably 75% of viewers and people that may comment on this video, they've probably packed an Alex Teixeira, the base card, not his rule breaker card, and a Chiellini. So I'm just trying to think, the best player packed tradable this year. Probably was a Joe Gomez when he was worth 100,000 coins, and that's why I've got him in tradable. The players that I've used, to get the SBCs, like Fatty and Malong and all that kind of stuff. I've done through grinding the game, getting packs, opening packs of unlimited amounts of Koke and Parejos and things, and getting it that way. I think if EA can't or absolutely refuse to point blank ban, and they lose, they win that banning FIFA points in the UK, I think certainly FIFA points should be a bit more cheaper, because at the end of the day, these cards are only good for us for 8-9 months, and they're not exactly yours. You can't keep them in the terms and conditions of EA Sports. They're practically just borrowing you the points. They're never actually yours. They're borrowing you the cards, sorry, the players are never actually yours. And they can take these cards away from us at any one point, So I think I'd love to see a FIFA that there's no FIFA points included and everyone's banned. I'd love that. To give everyone a chance. I'd love to hear your guys' views on it. Do you think? I'm not going to say any particular names, but I'm sick to death of watching a certain YouTuber, and I suppose it's good for EA Sports, themselves, but not for the general, sort of. It's probably nice to watch this guy open packs, but this YouTuber has, no less than 300,000 FIFA points on his account. 300,000. Now, 12,000 FIFA points costs the average Joe like us £80, and this guy has got 300,000 FIFA points on his account, and he's got about 50 million coins because of the stupidity of FIFA points. I'm no good at maths, but I know that that's a lot of money. I think to myself, this guy, he's got, the best team in the world. He's got 15 million icons and whatnot, and he's got, all this. And it's nice to see that these things can be packed. But if you imagine this guy, he certainly moans, I've opened 12,000 FIFA points and I've packed nothing. Hang on a minute, mate. You've got 300,000 FIFA points somehow on your account, and you're moaning like a bitch that you've packed nothing out of 12,000. I'd love to have 12,000 FIFA points to just, get my dick out and spunk all over you. But it's not going to happen, because you try and, convince your missus, if you saddos out there are lucky enough to have a missus whilst playing FIFA, that it's okay to spend £80 on FIFA points to try and pack, a FIFA card that you want to play with, rather than buy your kids' nappies. you know. So I think if, you know, FIFA points are here to stay, I should, you know, with the amount of money that EA make, you know, despite, you know, the crap gameplay and the servers that, you know, every single you know, sort of content creator likes to moan at every weekend because they're shit at the game also. I think they should certainly put the, you know, the money down. You know, 12,000 FIFA points for 30 quid. You know, 24,000 FIFA points for 60 quid. Hey, they'd still get their money. People would still upload FIFA points. Trust me. You know, and they'd still get their, you know, they'd still be, you know, masturbating each other off in their little offices because they've had a nice little fat bonus at the end of the week. You know, they've had a good year in FIFA. You know. But I think that would reflect the fact that we only get these cards for what, 8 months. Sorry, not 18 months, 8 months. And obviously, you know, FIFA points are banned in some countries. You know, I would love to know how these players in these countries are playing FIFA at the moment. There's no FIFA points. What steps have they got to take to get certain packs? Surely they just can't be playing the game and just having, you know, the same content as us with no FIFA points to upload to get these cards. How are they playing it? You know, I'd love to see a content creator or, you know, someone from these countries upload and say, this is FIFA in our country now, you know, we haven't got FIFA points, but this is gameplay, this is what we've got to do to get these cards, you know. I'd like to see that, and I've not seen that yet. You know, you might think, you know, Fergus, you're being a bit salty there. You know, I know my feelings on EA Sports aren't exactly princess and, you know, trim, because I think they're a bunch of greedy bastards, but it is what it is. I mean, they still have the audacity to charge us between £60 and £100 every year, you know, for a game that's, what, mediocre at best. Because we always complain about the servers, or, you know, the referee doing this. They make patch after patch after patch after patch because they fucked up. I mean, you know, who's in charge of, you know, FIFA EA Sports? A 4-year-old? I mean, these guys are on, you know, I'd like to say, what, 30 quid a week? Fuck off. They're on more money than by Santa Claus. And yet they can't even make a game that they've been making properly, you know, for many years, right, for once. And yet they've got the audacity to charge us all this money for FIFA points. And what's the, you know, what's the pull rate in these packs? You've got more chance of, you know, of pulling on a Saturday night if you know, with shit pulled all over your face, than getting a decent card, you know, for your team. But of course, there's going to be people out there that'll go, oh, I've pulled, you know, I've pulled 6 icons already and I've only spent 30 quid. Fucking great for you, fella. You know, all the best. You know, whilst you're at it, go and suck on your mum's titties. But for the 75% of us that, you know, spend X amount of money on FIFA points and only get toilet paper, we'll be lucky if we even get toilet paper. You know, the grind is there. So I've also been watching I've watched another video earlier about the new RTTF SBC, and I've heard it's caused a lot of, you know, diversion in the community. You know, 12 matches for, you know, a 55 and a 25k pack, 80,000, you know, sort of coins worth of packs. How do you feel on that? You know, do you think that, you know, looking back at the 40s, 2016, you had some sick cards, I understand. Was it Marco Reus, Aubameyang and Cavalonca or whatever his name was, you know? Was it 87, 89 and 91 rated? For, you know, and yet this year we get you know, for spending time on their game, we get £80,000, 80,000 coins worth of packs, untradeable. Again, might I add, as a surprise, EA Sports. They're too cheap to give us tradable packs. It's not as if they're swimming in rum, the fucking filthy bastards. They have to give us untradeable packs. So they're going to be one of the unlucky ones that do this, sweat, rage, tear, and swear and whatnot, and smash our controllers for what? To pack what? Nothing. And then you're going to get some fresh out of school geek that comes up and goes, "Yo, I packed a Ronaldo." Whoa, fuck you. So I'd love to know your comments on that. I'm open to suggestion. I think if people are happy spending their hard-earned money on FIFA points to EA, and they're happy at getting toilet paper back, then you should be shat on. If you're happy about that, then you're the type of person that's making them piss gold and shit silver. I know for a fact there's other games out there that EA Sports make. Again, I'm not going to say any names, but the content that they give them and the things that they give them games. And it's very well known that the only reason this company is still alive today is because of one game and one game only, and that's the FIFA community.
They've given him too much space. And a wonderful save. All types of save keepers make. That's really important. Look how close the striker gets. And a goal here! Accuracy with the header. Just what they needed. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
So, like I said, what's your feelings on that? Are you looking forward to the many more promos that are going to be coming our way? Do you think that EA Sports have done good this year with promos? Do you think the promos have been hype? Do you think they've been OP? Do you think they've been crap? Are you happy with how FIFA 21 is at the moment? Don't get me wrong. I'm playing the game. I'm enjoying the game. I've always been a FIFA lover, personally. But I think we all sit there and moan and bitch like every day, every night, every week about this game. Perhaps we should all be, I dare say it, more like probably one of the funniest YouTubers that I've ever seen. Be more like that Kirk guy. He talks real stuff. If only EA could employ him for sort of one FIFA game, one FIFA sort of year. His ideas and whatever. And I'm not saying that his opinions and views are correct. Some of them are quite tasteful. I'm sure he'd probably agree on that one. But some of the things he has said over the years, or years should I say, has been correct. And whatnot. So yeah. Is there a certain promo that you'd love to see back? Is there one promo that you thought, apart from Team of the Season and Team of the Year, did you think, wow, that was amazing? It doesn't have to be FIFA 20, it can be FIFA 14, FIFA 16, whatever.
And Neymar. Can they forge ahead? They do. And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. Well, the ground Hawks get the ball rolling again. How will they react to this setback?
Do you, for the the viewers and the guys out there, is FIFA all you play? Do you play other games? Have you gone from FIFA to PES back to FIFA? Have you gone from PES to FIFA? What do you think is a better game, PES or FIFA? Obviously people are going to say FIFA. And personally for me, I would, if someone says first, what's your opinion? I've played PES last year, and I turned it off within seconds. That's not to say that the game graphics is brilliant. I think it's just I'm used to the FIFA platform, and I've never gone to PES. But I've heard good things about PES. I've heard that their graphics and their accuracy on players and things like Beckham, I think, was in the in the news the other day. I think someone tweeted out, their accuracy on him and things is second to none. So, do you guys play Call of Duty? Do you not play FIFA as much anymore? Do you just turn FIFA on at 6 o'clock, see what content's dropped, see what promos dropped, and go from there? What's your best pack pull this year? And and obviously I know I'm going to get probably spammed, Ronaldo, Messi, and Mbappe, all that kind of nonsense, and fair play to you guys. But, I like to see probably a lot of honest ones, if your best player was Chiellini or Rashford, and Rashford's 85 and he's a brilliant play. It's not all about rating. Let me know. If your best player was 80 rated to maximum, and I'm not saying he's bad, because there's been a few games on the rivals where he's destroyed me. He has. He's destroyed me. Let me know. Do you still use Maximum on your team? Obviously, I know some guys do, because I've come up against them in Div Rivals. What's the lowest rated player you use in your team? There's one. Who's the slowest player you use in your team? I see some people use that Thiago Silva, and I think to myself, if that guy had just a little bit more pace, how many of them would you use in them? If he had Eder Militao's pace, would you, with the same defensive and physical awareness and whatnot, would you use them then? Is there a player that you think deserves a flashback? Is there, a player that you'd love to see on an SBC? Is there, is it about time that we had someone like Steven Gerrard and David Beckham on a flashback card? Or Ronaldo on a flashback card on SBC? I can only imagine how much that SBC of Ronaldo. I'm not about CR7. I'm about CR9 or C9 or whatever you want to call it. The Brazilian Ronaldo. Would you like to see him on an SBC, flashback SBC? You think he's an icon? It destroys icon. But how about EA think outside the box? Shock the community for once. Hype the community. Because it's not going to take a lot for EA Sports to bring something out and we're all hyped about the game again. Do you think? When do you think FIFA 21 will go stale this year? Do you think it'll be sort of now, and then it'll go hype again around Christmas because of the Christmas promo and Team of the Year, and whatnot. What's your thoughts? You're probably thinking, Fergus, you've got a lot to say. Well, I have in a way, and I'm always open for sort of topics of suggestion and things. That's what I want to become. Open, transparent. Everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's opinion's valued. It doesn't matter what one person thinks. If the other person thinks differently, fair play to him. We've all got different opinions and values on what we'd like to see in FIFA and what we'd like to see in the game. Some of them may be the same, but others may be different. And I think there's no right or wrong answer on that. I'm sure there's things that I'd like to see in FIFA that you might think no, but I'd like to see this. And I'm like, fair play. Because obviously I know that the FIFA community is strong. It's one of them games that gets people talking every year. Regardless of the game. I think that's what EA Sports like. It gets people talking every year. What's FIFA 21 going to be like this year? What's FIFA 22 going to be like? And all that. Do you think £60 for the new FIFA game standard and £100 for the ultimate is fair price these days? With obviously everyone being furloughed and the coronavirus pandemic going on. Do you think because of that, FIFA points should be reduced for a while? Maybe have a promo like we did last year where you get buy one get one free on packs. To reflect the current pandemic. Wouldn't hurt EA Sports' bank balance, would it, to be fair? Even if they did nerf the pack look to absolute zilch, which we know they do.
Nelson Semedo. Neymar. Bernard. Here's Martial.
Because it's amazing that 50k packs have always been known to be one of the best packs. Everyone's excited when they buy or they get a 50k pack. And there was an SPC out, 5 goals in, I think it was called, the other day, that got you a 50k pack for like a 77 rated team, which is absolutely crazily cheap, brilliant, and take my hat off to EA Sports for that. That's the type of content we want to see, value for money. But then I watched a lot of content, from other YouTubers and things where, people had these 50k packs that they did, and they let obviously other content creators open these 50k packs like via share play and stuff. And I must say that for a 50k pack, which, like I said, is one of the most hype packs that you can get in FIFA. There's only 2 more packs above that, and that's it. And that'd be the Jumbo Rare and the Ultimate. And I know for myself, I packed, I think it was last year's FIFA, I packed an untradeable Mo Salah in that, in a 50k pack, and that was through doing the objectives. So I know that these 50k packs can be quite, OP. And yet, the amount of times that I'd seen people getting these 50k packs, and rightly so, but yet the crap, the toilet paper that was in them, where clearly EA had nerfed that pack, to complete. Yeah, was unreal. It was even beyond funny, because I was watching people sort of get it, and they weren't even getting boards, and I'm thinking, in normal gameplay, now forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this.
Sufficiently imaginative.
In normal gameplay, on a promo, the 50k pack is about 1,000 points.
Something for a second or
Now,
so.
1,000 FIFA points roughly works out to be around between 7 and 10 quid. 7 and 10 pounds just for that one pack.
Nice looking pass. Surely.
So imagine spending
And against the
7 to 10 pound on that pack. And you're going to say, Ferg, 7 to 10 quid is not a lot of money. Yeah, it is. You know,
Ericsson.
it is and it isn't. I get that. You know, it's not a lot of money for some people and it's a lot of money for other people. But imagine you've got this 50k pack that you've spent money on, whether it's, you know, sort of 7, 10 quid. And all you pack
They anticipated that through.
is a 12 77 rated cards.
Another one, Misaka.
And that's pretty much what I've seen. It was quite, you know, quite a recurrence that people were getting no boards, you know, no boards, or if they were getting boards, it was the and I've got to be careful because obviously it's YouTube, but it's the worst boards that you could possibly get. And yet people was accepting of that because it was only a 77 rated team. But I still think it doesn't matter. And it was obviously untradeable. I mean, you know,
It's with Alan.
I know that if you pack a 77, you know, an icon or an Mbappe and whatnot, it can affect the market even though it's untradeable because people that are lucky enough to have tradable Mbappes, you know, tradable Messis, if they go and get themselves an untradeable one, they'll go and sell the tradable one, rightly so. So I know untradeable still can affect the market in a way, but in such a small way. But yet, you know, people was almost accepting of the fact that, hey, it's fine, I put a 77 rated squad in, it's 50k pack, you know, it's not the fact that I would have spent 10 quid on this thing, but I got absolutely toilet paper and garbage. I think it's about time, you know, especially now, obviously money, you know, for people, families, you know, singletons, it doesn't matter. Money at the moment is quite, you know, sort of tough. Isn't it about time that we had a guaranteed walkout pack? Whether that was a 50k, you know, or 100k. Shouldn't it, what are your feelings on that? Do you not think that a 100k pack or a 50k pack should be a guaranteed walkout? And I'm not saying, you know, Mbappe every time. Hey, it could be the crappiest walkout possible, like a PK. But do you not think that in this day and age, with the amount of money that this garbage company, you know, make every single year on FIFA, do you not think that we deserve to have, you know, a guaranteed walkout pack? Because they can do it. They do it in Twitch Prime. You know, if you got a Twitch Prime account, they do it, you know, where it's a guaranteed 86, like an 86 plus pack, which is a guaranteed walkout pack. And they did that a few times last year in FIFA 20. So they can do it. And I think that was even tradable, I think, you know, which got people hyped even more. And, you know, yes, people, you know, pack in, you know, the Messis and the Ronaldos and whatnot. But there was also packing De Gea, you know, Alisson, Edison, which, you know, was small, but it was SBC fodder. People were hyped for it. So do you not think that, you know, a 50k pack or a 100k pack, as minimum, should be a guaranteed walkout? Because, you know, again, I've seen it. It's happened to me. You know, I've done an objective. I've grinded for an objective. I've got an ultimate pack, and, you know, for me, I've never bought FIFA points to buy an ultimate pack, because an ultimate pack is 2,000 FIFA points, and 2,000 FIFA points is about 15 quid. Now imagine spending 15 quid on an ultimate pack and not even getting a board. I don't know about you, but I'll be pretty pissed. And again, you know, that happens a lot. So do you not think that, you know, EA Sports should be like, okay, from now on, you know, a 50k pack or a 100k pack, or even, dare I say it, an ultimate pack, is guaranteed walkout.
Alisson gets an nodded goal.
You know, because you really think a guaranteed walkout in one of their packs is going to hurt them? Bollocks. It'd make their hype even more, wouldn't it, for FUT champs, for division rivals, for, you know, just promos in general. People would spend more money because there's a guaranteed walkout. You're guaranteed to get a walkout regardless, whether it's fucking 86 fucking PK or a 93 Messi. You're guaranteed to get a bastard walkout. You know, so it wouldn't hurt EA's wallet. So why don't they do it? You know, I think, you know, people spend way too much money and sometimes maybe even get into debt to go on that hunt for that walkout and that walkout kind of fever. You know, it's almost like pumping that gambling machine full of money in hoping that you'll get a jackpot or you get on a feature board, and then when you get on the feature board you either get jackpot or you get shafted left, right and centre and end up with £3.50. But you've put 50 quid to get that feature in. FIFA points and walkouts is no different. People would pump and spend money to get that walkout, and that walkout will either be something like an 86 PK or an 86 De Gea, or it could be a 93 Messi. A 93 Messi being jackpot, no disrespect to the guy, but PK being £3.50 win. You know? And, you know, so, and it wouldn't exactly hurt, EA's wallet one bit. If anything, there'd be hype there. I don't, for the life of me, understand why they can't do it. You know, like I said, they've shown that they can, and they do it for Twitch Prime. But does it really have to be for Twitch Prime? What about the guys that don't want Twitch Prime, but yet spend money on your game every week on FIFA points? You know, making sure that you've got a nice fat turkey for Christmas. You know, and you can afford to, you know, buy your wife from Thailand a nice little engagement ring that you've purchased. You know. I know I probably got quite expensive, but I think, you know, it's about time that, you know, someone put their balls and testicles on the line and stop kissing EA's ass and actually, you know, sort of come out and say, yeah, I'm not afraid to stand up. I know I'm a little guy in terms of, you know, YouTube and things, but I think enough's enough, you know, that EA Sports just take, you know. They're no better than a robber or a thief or you know, a gold digger. You know, all they care about is the P, and not the D. They might care about the D, I don't know, but all they care about is the P. And it's not just even that. I mean, you know, again, I have no knowledge on what I'm about to say, but, you know, from what I've heard, the people that, you know, go to these EA Sports events, you know, and they, you know, top the pro players, you know, these pro players, they give up, you know, day jobs, you know, to support their families to become a pro player in FIFA for EA Sports. You know, they go to these events, and what do EA give them apart from a big FU? You know, probably what, 30, 40 quid. I've heard the money, even if you win, isn't great. You know, you know, there was a lot of debate on that last year. You know, all these FIFA pro players that get, you know, absolutely jap all. You know, isn't it about time that EA gave the game to someone else who could make it better? You know, someone, you know, another company who could make this game better. If EA Sports really do love the FIFA franchise, and they're not prepared to make the game better, then give it to someone who can. You know? Because time and time again, year after year, this FIFA community, I think, is, you know, including myself, are way too loyal to, you know, for FIFA, to EA Sports. You know, when it comes to, you know, buying FIFA, the new FIFA game. You know, why can't there be another company out there that, obviously it can't be called FIFA for obvious reasons, but brings out a game that knows what the FIFA community want, you know, really put the pressure on, you know, EA Sports. PES has obviously tried doing it, and they've got their own fans. You know, and they're putting, I suppose, in PES's mind, they're putting pressure on by getting, you know, Man United's name, or Juventus's name, Liverpool's name, right, you know, rights to their name, so they can't, you know, name these teams, and they have to rebrand them. You know, like Juventus with Piemonte Calcio A or whatever it's called. You know. You know. But, you know, I'll always say credit. Oh, damn. I'll always say credit to EA Sports when they do a good SBC, when they do a good promo. But already this promo for Road to the Final. Nothing. I mean, they uploaded nothing tonight. Uploaded nothing. The only thing they uploaded was an RTTF knockout stage. And from my understanding, like I said earlier, it's really divided the FIFA community. Some people say it's great, awesome. Others are saying, look, you know, remember FIFA 16, you know, when we had these type of rewards. You know, I fear for, you know, for that and the rewards and the reward system. You know, I fear for the friendlies and things. I mean, some of the things they've done this year, like, you know, the foot friendlies and things, brilliant. But then they just, the simplest of things, you know, they get wrong. Like the Carnival Libertadores and Sudamericana SBCs. Last year, you got pairs at the end of it, right? They released it early this year, and I think it wasn't the reward a guaranteed 86 rated player for one of them, and 3 83 rated players for another one of them. That was absolutely awesome, and the whole community was like hype, because, you know, you could grind to that. You know, you could grind to them and keep them cards for promos, and, you know, for the chance to get these cards. But of course, EA, being EA, they realised the mistake quicker than what a prostitute does, and they took the fucker down. And what did they replace it with? A crappy load of untradeable rewards for overpriced players that people are trying to sell them at, you know. And I'm going to be honest and say that I had a player the other day, and it was an experiment I did on one of my streams, that I said to the guy, you know, a few guys that was in there, that let's just see how much this guy goes for, you know, because I was talking about the Carnival, Sudamericana and Libertadores thing. I was opening a few packs. I'll pack this guy. And I said, let's just see how much he goes for. You know, I put the bare minimum and the max bid on. So there was no sort of cheap, quick buyout clause there. And I think with a minute left, he was only on like 900 coins. And I thought, oh, you know, I should have kept him, really. That was with a minute left, mind. So I got to, you know, me and the stream got talking, and all of a sudden, about 3 minutes later, I had a load of coins go up. And the guy went for 5,000 coins. Now, this was a bronze. It was either a bronze or a silver. It wasn't gold. It was bronze or silver. And he went for 5,000 coins. Now, I had a quick look at, you know, how this person would use this card. You know, what, like, max silver and all that kind of stuff, you know. And it was like jumbo silver packs and Electrum packs and small Electrum packs. You want to pay 5k for one card, and all you get is a jumbo silver pack and or an Electrum pack. You know. So, you know, to go from, you know, and I fear because of the trend that what EA are doing at the moment. Wow, well done, fair play. I fear the trend that EA Sports are going down at the moment. I fear for the league SBCs, you know, and they finally, you know, sort of give us the, you know, the Premier League and, you know, the top 5 leagues, you know, the proper league SBCs. I fear for them because last year, wow, like that, I've gone 2-1 down. Last year, you got a player, and you got a decent player, you know, during that period of FIFA, and you had a load of decent packs, and you know, the grind was enjoyable. I enjoyed that grind, you know. I remember selling one of my players. I think I sold that Nelson Semedo guy for the 500,000 coins, just so I could do that grind because I enjoyed it, you know. You know, I got some really good packs back from that sale, and I got a few good players. And most of them, I think most of them were tradable back then, you know. So, you know, my fear for the league SBCs and the trend that EA are going down at the moment. You know, we need to. Talking, I'm losing concentration, but I don't care. Ollie Watkins, I've heard, is a good player. He's an 84 rated. But what do you guys think? Do you think I'm way off mark? Do you think that, in fact, what EA doing are right? It's good. Am I just getting, you know, a grumpy old silver fox that, you know, reminisces on olden times of olden FIFAs, you know? But I truly believe that, you know, previous FIFAs, you know, the gameplay might have been absolutely diabolically bad, but at least the rewards were decent, you know. Neutrals are getting the most worth tonight. I mean, do I hope that someone from EA Sports watches this video and me ranting and raving? Yes and no. Yes, because I'm hopefully that, you know, as small as I may be in this, you know, sort of YouTube internet industry, that they know that I'm not the only one thinking this, and, you know, I'm not the only one with these opinions. No, in a way, because I suppose in a way I have come across quite salty, but and very opinionated, but that's just me, and that's who I'm going to be. I'm going to be, you know, I'll stay true to myself. Whether it gets me in shit and EA ban me, that's up to them. I don't really care. If EA want to ban me, EA ban me. And if they ban me, I'll post a video of it and tell you that they ban me. And I'll go over to PES. Or I'll create another account.
We've had the official word that there will be a minimum of 2 added minutes.
And if they ban that account, then, you know, I'll make it known.
Well, that's one for them to pursue. He's managed to get in behind, but it can't get through.
Well, I've lost that one through obviously yapping away. Like I said, I wanted to come into this industry of streaming and YouTubing with, you know, a lot of diverse opinion, open to suggestion. You know, a lot of chat, a lot of, you know, sort of topics, a lot of ideas, a lot of disideas, if you will. You know, I think the power of the internet is there. What am I at the moment? I think 3 at the moment. Fair play. You know, the power of the internet is there, you know, and companies like EA know that. And I'm forever seeing, again, I refer to them as content creators. This is the one I'm on about. This is the one that's causing, you know, a lot of divide. And I look at this initially, you know, and I think rare mega pack for group reward, 55k pack. Who wouldn't want that? You know, a chance of packing something great. You know, just for grinding the game, brilliant. Plus rated player, rare player for winning your first game. 2 wins, 2 rare player pack. 4 wins, a 2 rare gold player pack again, and then obviously 6 wins, a premium gold pack. All seems legit. And if you go into it, and there you go. 12 matches remaining. You get 12 matches. Now, the skill level on this game and the matchmaking on this game is, some may say, tasty, because people will now demote themselves. They will demote themselves to lower leagues to make their games easier. And it makes people like me pissed, because there's people like me actually trying to get better at the game, and it's kind of like it has like a long effect, lasting effect, you know. And I'll tell you what I mean in a minute. You know, these masters will demote themselves, you know, to, you know, Div 4, Div 5, Div 6, and these guys will be in Div 1, and then they'll demote themselves knowing that they're a Div 1 or Div 2 player, and that they can get back up there quickly when it's all over, you know, when the storm's gone. So they'll devote themselves to, you know, sort of Div 5, you know, Div 6, for argument's sake. And they'll come across players like me, and they'll pull down my pants, smack my bare ass, and, you know, and it'll piss me off, because obviously then it'll affect my rewards. And it'll, you know, it affects my chances, you know, of getting these rewards. Why? Because I'm not a better player than what they are, and they've got the chance to, you know, demote themselves to the lower leagues. So I think EA should really crack on that as well, that these people can't purposely demote themselves, you know, because they'll either, you know, DC a game, you know, as soon as they go 1-0 down purposely, they'll DC their game, or they'll score 5 goals. They'll get their 5 goal bonus. You know, it's like 150, 200 points they'll get for scoring a goal. So it's, you know, say 600-800 points, whatever it is, maybe. But then they'll let the other guy score 6 goals and then DC it. You're a good fella, you are, aren't you? You know. So I think EA should stop that. Stop people from demoting themselves. You know, let them play people. Let them play people in their own division. If surely, you know, in this day and age now, and they've got the technology to do this type of thing. You know, we've seen it already, that they can keep track of what we do on our game. So I think if EA Sports see a trend in a player where he's, you know, purposely DCing the game, you know, then hey, why, you know, give him a bit of a smack on the hand, whether it's less rewards. You know, he gets banned from Foot Champs for 1 week, 2 weeks, but still stays in that league, you know, and grinds it to his level like the rest of us try and do. Because I don't care whether you're in Div 1 or Div 10. You're in that div for a reason. and that's because that's your current level of gameplay. Whether you're the best in the best or the worst of the worst, I don't care. But what I don't like personally, and I'm sure I hope you guys feel the same, is when you get some slimy little snake in Div 1 or Div 2 going, I can't be asked to play players that are either better than me or at the same level as me. I can't be dealing with that stress tonight because I want these rewards. I want them quick. And I've only got 12 games to do it. I'm going to go and demote myself to level 5 and 6. Nice cushy. Let the people in Div 5 and 6 not have these rewards, but I'm going to be a greedy bastard and I'm going to have it for myself. So that has a knock-on effect, doesn't it? And hey, I'm not gonna sit here and slate Div 1 and 2. Div 3, Div 4, Div 5, Div 6 might do the same. But it still has a knock-on effect for the other divisions, and I think that's really unfair. I think if you're in that division when things like this come out, you should stay in that division. And EA Sports have, the things to put that in place. And if people want to try and do that, then they should. I'm not saying fine them, but disreward them. Ban them from FUT champs. FUT champs will really hurt someone in Div 1 or 2. Really hurt. You ban them because they've tried to cheat the game and they've tried to cheat the system. That'll piss them off, especially if they're a YouTuber or a streamer or a content creator. That'll piss them off. It seems like I'm sat here, sort of using YouTubers and content creators as a kind of thing. I'm not blaming them, and Christ Almighty, I'm sure that them guys are all honest and open, and they play the game properly. But there are people out there that will purposely demote themselves, And I think EA, if they're going to do anything right this year, really crack on that and stop it. And if people seem to be purposely de-seeing themselves to get these things in lower leagues, then why not ban them from FUT champs? Why not stop their rewards, take the rewards off them, really hurt them. They're in Div 1, rank 1 kind of thing. When it's all said and done, and then they get a nice little message on Thursday, or they get a nice little message on a Monday for squad battles. Due to your actions this week, demoting yourself, you've got no rewards. They'll think twice about it then, won't they? What do you think? Do you think I'm talking true? Do you think it's harsh? It might stop the little snakes from doing it. That's my feelings on it. Am I going to do that? The 12 matches, I'll give it a go, and I'll probably stream it, or I'll probably do a recording on it to see what type of player I come up against, whether these snakes are there. And you'll know, because of the teams that they use and the way that they play and the mechanics they use, the rollbacks, the dragbacks, and the chips, and the this, that, and the other, and whatever. Whereas a player in Div 10 wouldn't do that, because if they do that, they wouldn't be in Div 10, would they? If a Div 10 player is in Div 10 and he can do the dragbacks and the rollbacks and the chips and that, and really abuse all the mechanics this year, then what the hell is he doing in Div 10? Because I've been in Div 10 and I purposely started this FIFA in Div 10, and before I won any matches this year, I purposely went to Div 10. And because I wanted to see how far I could get from Div 10, to Div 1, to see what really my level was at. Because when you lose 5 Div rival games by purpose, I think it just automatically puts you in Div 5 or Div 6 or Div 7, I can't remember. And so I wanted to see where I was at this year, before I won any game. And then I started winning games. That's why I've got lost records on the thing. What do you guys think of all this, like the Silver Lounge, the managerial masterpiece? It's the same thing. I look at there's another one, Road to the Final Korea, with the RTTF Classic and whatnot. Is that the same? They'll demote themselves to get that career card, because that career card is quite hyped and in demand at the moment. I know when I did, what did I do? think it was the Silver Stars, wasn't it? Yeah, Adams. I did Che Adams, and that took me a while because I came up against a few players that they was not in my division. I don't care what they say. I was watching them do things that I thought, hang on, am I going against Ultimate Team? Am I coming against a team on Ultimate level? I mean, they were that good. And fair play to them. They were that good. I played on Ultimate level. I played Legendary level. And that player that I was going against was, yeah. Obviously I did it in the end. And that Che Adams is probably a very OP card that I'd love to use in my team. But he just brings the rank down a little bit. So there's things that EA have done this year that, I think fair play. I mean, all this lot here, again, all this lot, it's just not worth the stress. It's not, because scoring 15 and assisting 15, I've tried doing it, and I spent 3 hours of just pissed off, stressed. And I get that enough through Div Rivals. I dread to think what I'm going to be on Sport on Foot Champs. I get that enough from Div Rivals. I mean, how many Div Rivals milestones? How many Div Rivals games have I won? It says that I've won 24 Div Rivals games out of 30 this week, because obviously I've only just started Div Rivals. I've literally just started Div Rivals. I might have a high win record, but I've only just started. I've been getting better, learning the mechanics of the game and squad battles and things. So I have won 24 out of 30. But like I said, I started in level 10, I believe. Level 9, level 10. I've worked my way up. But I do like the fact that when you move up a division, you get like a nice little cushy coin bonus. That's brilliant. So like I said, EA are doing some good things in this game. It's not all bad. They are doing some good things in this game. They're just doing the good things in the wrong places, I think. There's other things that they can improve on and do that would really make this game OP and take it, I believe, to the next level. I spoke yesterday very candidly about having no chemistry in this game for just 1 week. Imagine the teams you come up against and the players you come up against. We all know that we've come up against Neymar, Ronaldo and Messi on Foot Champs. We all know that. But imagine seeing it. You're going to say, right, so Fergs, that's what we've got icons for. Yeah, okay, fine. The icons aren't great at the moment because the primes aren't out and things like that. Most people that have got icons are selling them because there's other players in the game that are better. There's one card in this game that I'd love to use, just one card, and that's that Rule Breaker Harry Kane. He's over 1 million coins. Now, would I sell that Neymar to use him? Yes, I would. Harry Kane with speed, with the shooting things that he's got. I'd love to use him. That's why he's over 1 million coins. That's about his hype. Let's have a quick look before I end it tonight, because this is going to be a hell of a long video. What is Harry Kane Rule Breakers at the moment? The last time I checked, it was over 1 million coins. Harry Kane Rule Breakers. 3 on the market. 1.7 at 1.6 and 2.2. Both with Hunter Chem style. That's interesting. Look at that card. Look at that card. 86 physical, 85 dribbling, 85 passing, 87 shooting, 91 pace. With a Hunter Chem style, it's max out pace, 97 shot, 85 passing, 85 dribble, 86 physical. Yeah, I'd love to have that card in my team. It's never going to happen because I'm never going to pack enough to get 1.7 million coins. And I'm not a trader. I've tried trading and I'm crap at it. Hats off to Nick Run the Foot Market. I watch that guy intently because I just love to know how he does it, and the analytics in it, with FootBin and the trends and things, and how things sort of dip in and go up and whatnot on certain days. Fair play. I've tried and I lost more coins than I gained, and I know that's good because obviously you're taking risks, but you can take risks because he's got quite a lot of coins and he's got quite a lot of FIFA points to do it. Whereas someone like me, if I lose 100,000 FIFA, 100,000 coins, I'm like, shit, bad day at the office. But I'd certainly love to. So usually by now I've got about 5,000 coins that I've got through gameplay, and I've sort of done a gold pack opening to finish me off and piss me off even more. Do I really want to play 2 games? I'll play 2 games quick. What the hell, what time is it? 20 past 10. Twenty past 10. Have I not got? Surely I've got a few players, tradable players that I can use. Probably not, but I'll have a quick look rather than playing a game 20 past 10 at night. Not looking like it, is it? Oh, I might get lucky here. I might even have enough to. I might even have enough crap to do an SBC of some sort, whether it be, overkill on a gold player pack or something, just to end it off. Have I got foot? Yeah, so, okay. What we'll do then, I won't go into another game. I'll have a look, see what there is, see if I can. Just for laugh and content purposes, why not? So I've got, okay. These are obviously all untradeable anyway from the Prime Gold Players Pack. So, okay. And we'll go over to high. Again, these are all going to be untradeable. I don't care, whatever. There you go. Got there in the end. So I'll do this 2 rare gold player upgrade pack. You never know. You know, looks in, you looks in. Or it's probably not. But I'll finish off with that and a 5k pack, and then I'll call it night. This upload will probably go up tomorrow. Because of how long this video has been, it's going to take me a leg and a day to upload it to YouTube. So we'll start with the gold pack. Why not? It's only 5k. It's the grind, isn't it? You know. You never know. I do know, because that happens every night. Every night that I've done it, I've always had that crap. I've never had like a flutter of, oh, I've got a rare player. I've always had that crap. CM to Cam, probably worth a few K. Chicken Dance, is that even worth anything this year? And the results, I'll put it on the market. Look at that. Ah, there you go, 1.3. Right, I'm going to end it off on this. 2 rare gold players pack. Like I said, this video will be uploaded on YouTube in the morning, so if you watch this it'll be, what's tomorrow's date? Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday tomorrow. So I'm doing this Tuesday night, so this will be uploaded on Wednesday morning, I expect. I would say I've said a lot of views and opinions. There you go. Not even a board, is it? It's even that crap. That's what I say. That's what I say. And he's untradeable. I know he is. All that for that fucking crap, mate. All that for that crap. Yeah, like I said, I'll upload it tomorrow in the morning. I heard a lot of views, a lot of opinions. I've spoken about a lot of things. I might irate some people. Some people might agree with me, but hey, you know, please don't take it in an offensive way. You've all got opinions on the matter, you know. Leave a comment, you know. Leave a comment, subscribe. I stream most days on Twitch. That seems to be where I'm at the moment. You know, follow me there. Come up, you know, pop up and say hello. You know, say Ferg, you know, I seen your video the other day. I agree with this, or I don't agree with this. Get chatting, you know, have a laugh. You know, I'm a real guy. I'm a real average guy. You know, and I think if you know these things get said, and that my videos get viewed more, you know, you will come across them and I'll probably get banned. I don't care. It's an opinion. If they're going to cry about it, you know, they shouldn't be in the industry they are, really, at the end of the day. You know, but by all means, please, you know, subscribe, leave a comment, all the good stuff. You know, and more of this content and diversity and transparency and conversation and ideas will come more. And obviously in better quality, because obviously I'm only using my laptop webcam at the moment, so I do apologise for that. And obviously if you can show me some support, that would be absolutely mental. And like I said, I've got plenty more ideas. I've got a few more games lined up. I'm learning how to play them before I start streaming. I don't want to make myself look too much like a fool. I already do that enough on FIFA. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that tonight, and I'll be back on Twitch tomorrow at some point in the morning. Obviously I'll be uploading this video in the morning. But I'll end it as always. Stay safe, look after each other, and I'll see you at a later time. Cheers guys, all the best. Fergie out.